At 71, Oprah Winfrey no longer needs to prove anything. She built empires, raised generations, and carried the world's pain in her interviews. But even the woman who forgave everyone has her limits. When asked in a private documentary whether she still believes everyone deserves grace, Oprah smiled, a tired, beautiful smile, and said, "Grace doesn't mean blindness. Some people show you who they are, and you better believe them." Then she leaned forward, eyes steady, voice calm. "There are 5 names I'll never forget. Not because of what they did to me, but because of what they taught me. 5 names. 5 lessons in betrayal, ego, and the price of being kind. I don't hate them," Oprah said softly. "But I don't pray for them either." And with that, the world's most powerful woman began her list. Number 5, Ellen DeGeneres. There was a time Oprah Winfrey saw Ellen DeGeneres as a kindred spirit. 2 women breaking barriers on daytime television, both preaching kindness and authenticity. But behind the cameras, Oprah saw cracks, sharp edges hidden beneath jokes. Ellen's smile didn't always reach her eyes. When the scandal broke about Ellen's toxic workplace, Oprah stayed silent. Privately, she told her staff, "Kindness isn't a brand, it's a responsibility." Years earlier, Ellen had mocked Oprah's emotional style on air, calling it therapy for ratings. Oprah never responded. She just stopped returning calls. "She taught me something," Oprah said years later. "The louder people preach kindness, the less they practice it." To Oprah, Ellen wasn't a villain. She was a mirror reflecting what happens when fame replaces empathy. And once that mirror cracked, there was no putting it back together. Number 4, Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian represents everything Oprah fears about the future of fame. A generation that sells image over intention. When Kim appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show, Oprah was intrigued. She saw potential, a young woman redefining the idea of influence. But over the years, the admiration turned into concern. The endless endorsements, the curated perfection, the empire built on attention, not authenticity. "She's brilliant," Oprah admitted. "But brilliance without purpose is just noise." When asked if she'd invite Kim again, Oprah smiled. "Not until she starts talking about something that feeds the soul." For Oprah, Kim wasn't evil. She was the warning label on modern celebrity, proof that success can grow faster than wisdom. "You can change the world," Oprah said once. "But first, you have to know which part of it you're in." Number 3, Dr. Phil McGraw. No betrayal cuts deeper than one that wears your name. Dr. Phil was Oprah's discovery, her protege, her project, her proof that empathy could scale. But once fame hit, gratitude vanished. He built an empire of talk shows, controversy, and spectacle. And somewhere in the noise, the mission, her mission, disappeared. "He stopped healing people," Oprah once said. "He started performing pain." When asked if she felt responsible for what he became, Oprah paused. "I gave him a stage," she said quietly. "He built a circus." To her, Dr. Phil was a lesson in trust, that not everyone who starts beside you is meant to walk beside you forever. "The worst kind of betrayal," she said, "is watching someone use your light to cast their own shadow." Number 2, Gwyneth Paltrow. When Gwyneth Paltrow launched Goop, Oprah was proud, a new era of women's wellness. But pride turned into disappointment when spirituality became merchandise. Candles, crystals, detox kits. Oprah saw her message of self-worth turned into luxury. "You can't sell enlightenment," she told her team. "It's not a product." They clashed privately after Oprah refused to endorse one of Gwyneth's ventures. Gwyneth accused her of not understanding modern women. Oprah replied simply, "Modern doesn't mean hollow." To Oprah, Gwyneth represented a dangerous illusion that empowerment could be bottled and sold. "When wisdom becomes a brand," she said, "the soul becomes a slogan." And with that, another friendship faded. Not with anger, but with the quiet grief of watching meaning get replaced by marketing. Number 1. Whoopi Goldberg. This one hurts. Whoopi Goldberg wasn't just a colleague, she was family. They laughed, cried, and carried each other through decades of public scrutiny. But time changes everything, and pride changes faster. During a heated debate on The View, Whoopi dismissed one of Oprah's comments as elitist. The clip went viral. Oprah never replied publicly. Behind the scenes, she sent a short message. "We used to fight the same fight. I guess we're on different sides now." They haven't spoken since. "I still love her," Oprah said softly once. But love doesn't mean return. Whoopi, to her, was the final lesson, that even sisterhood can fracture when ego steps into the room. "Fame doesn't destroy friendships," Oprah whispered. "It exposes the truth they were built on." When asked if she truly despised these 5, Oprah laughed quietly. "Despise? No. I outgrew them." She took a deep breath and added, "You can't carry everyone up the mountain. Some people only came to watch you climb." From her desk, she pulled out a small black notebook, the same one she's used since 1986. 5 names written inside. Below them, one sentence underlined twice. Not enemies. Teachers. And in that moment, the camera caught it. Not anger, not regret, but peace. Because forgiveness isn't forgetting. It's learning when to stop giving people access to your heart. At 71, Oprah Winfrey sits in her garden at Montecito, watching the sun set behind the hills. No cameras, no applause, just silence. She's made peace with the fact that kindness doesn't guarantee loyalty. It just shows who deserved it. "The world will call you bitter," she says. But sometimes bitterness is just wisdom that's done pretending to be sweet. She closes the notebook, sets it beside her teacup, and smiles, the kind of smile that belongs to a woman who survived everything and still chose grace. "They taught me," she says, "and for that, I thank them." The wind moves gently through the trees, carrying the last words she whispers to herself. "I don't despise them. I just finally stopped saving them." And with that, Oprah turns toward the sunset. Not as a talk show legend, but as a woman who finally learned the hardest lesson of all. Not everyone deserves your forgiveness.